Today we're diving into Barca's hard-fought victory against Alavés, a crucial match following Real Madrid's shocking loss to Espanyol. This game was an opportunity for Barca to close the gap in La Liga, but it turned out to be anything but straightforward. Hansi Flick opted for a familiar attacking trio, Rafinha, Lewandowski, and Lamine Yamal. In midfield he fielded Gavi, Pedri and Casado, while the defense featured Araujo, Cubarsí, Baldi, and Conde. In goal, Flick surprisingly stuck with CC Chesney instead of Pina. On the other side, Alavés lined up with Kike Garcia leading the attack, and a defensive setup designed to disrupt Barca's rhythm. From the opening whistle it was clear that Alavés came with one mission: to break up Barca's play. The game quickly turned into a stop-start affair, riddled with constant fouls and interruptions. Frustratingly, the referee failed to sanction Alavés' excessive fouling, allowing them to slow the game down and prevent Barca from finding their rhythm. Despite their defensive resilience, Alavés created little offensively. Barca, on the other hand, struggled to produce clear-cut chances. The best opportunities came from a Lewandowski shot that went just wide and a point-blank attempt from Pedri, well saved by the goalkeeper. Otherwise, it was a half defined by misplaced passes, broken sequences, and a severe lack of fluidity. The most concerning moment came when Gavi had to leave the field following a nasty head collision, further disrupting Barca's momentum. With just 25 minutes of actual playing time in the first half due to stoppages, it was arguably one of the least watchable 45 minutes of the season. Recognizing the need for change, Flick made immediate adjustments at halftime. He introduced Eric Garcia for more stability at the back, and replaced Casado with Frenkie de Jong, who would go on to be one of the standout performers of the second half. With de Jong dictating play, Barca's midfield looked far more composed. The team finally began to control possession with purpose, increasing the intensity and putting Alavés under sustained pressure. Early on, Lewandowski's header came close, and a few dangerous attacking moves suggested that the breakthrough was imminent. The goal finally arrived in the 75th minute. It started with a brilliant switch of play from Pedri to Lamine Yamal, whose shot was deflected into the path of Lewandowski. The Polish striker, ever the predator in the box, pounced on the loose ball and slotted it home. It was a classic poacher's finish, and a much-needed moment of quality in an otherwise gritty encounter. While the victory was secured, the game was overshadowed by questionable refereeing decisions. Alavés committed an absurd number of fouls without receiving proper punishment. Manu Sanchez alone committed 4 fouls in the second half without seeing a yellow card, while Barca ended the match with 5 bookings, an imbalance that simply made no sense. Moreover, the referee repeatedly failed to call fouls on Lamine Yamal, allowing Alavés defenders to take turns hacking him down. In one particularly egregious moment, Yamal fought through a blatant foul, only for the referee to let play continue without pulling it back for a free kick. Such inconsistency only added to the frustration of the match. Despite a late push from Alavés, they never truly threatened to equalize. Barca's defense, particularly Pau Cubarsí, held firm, making key interventions to preserve the clean sheet. Gerard Martin also put in a solid cameo at left-back after replacing Bald late in the game. Ultimately, while this was far from Barca's best performance, they did what needed to be done. They are now 4 points behind Real Madrid and just 2 points behind Atletico. Given the circumstances, this was a crucial 3 points, even if the match itself was frustrating to watch. Man of the match? Pedri and Lamine Yamal both had strong cases, but de Jong's second-half impact was undeniable. Defensive solidity Cubarsí continues to impress, while Araujo had another shaky performance with questionable positioning. Refereeing woes, another night of baffling officiating in La Liga, with Barca on the receiving end. Grit over style. This win wasn't pretty, but it was necessary. The fight for La Liga is still on. Now it's over to you. Who was your man of the match? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, take care and Visca Barca.